I don't think anyone knew the extent that the coronavirus would have on the NBA and basketball in general. I think a lot of people just assumed it would be some little virus that stays over in other parts of the world and we could still enjoy our basketball. But no, we all knew what happened next. We got the news and we saw Mark Cuban's reaction. The NBA season was canceled. Currently, as of the date of this upload, there are 10 players who have the coronavirus. All the news broke with Rudy Gobert, but I'm going to switch topics for a second to who was probably the first player tested. It's generally believed that Steph Curry was the first player to be tested for coronavirus on March 7th. He tested negative. According to head coach Steve Kerr, he believes he was tested, but Warriors GM Bob Myers said no player on the Warriors had been tested. So, a little confusing there. On March 10th, Rudy Gobert, starting center for the Utah Jazz, reported that he started having chills and a dry cough. This was a day before the Jazz were to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. His test was for influenza, strep, and upper respiratory infection, and they came back negative. He was running a fever of over 100, and they decided to test him for the coronavirus. He tested positive, and moments before the Jazz and Thunder game, it was called off, as no one knew if any player from the Jazz could also be infected. Gobert's teammate, Donovan Mitchell, was also tested positive, although it's unclear if Gobert was the one who infected Mitchell. Another curious case is that on March 7th, the day when Gobert infamously touched all the microphones as a joke, the Jazz played the Detroit Pistons, where Gobert was matching up against Pistons big man Christian Wood. Wood has also tested positive. It really is unclear who started it. Other players with the virus that we know of include Brooklyn Nets Kevin Durant and Boston Celtics Marcus Smart. There are also 3 other Nets players and 2 Los Angeles Lakers players, but their identities remain unknown. It will be interesting to see if any other players will get it. Most NBA teams play each other every day and even have back-to-back games, so it could be very easy to contract the virus, especially with how the virus doesn't show symptoms for days, and some players could also just be carriers without showing any symptoms at all, such as with Donovan Mitchell. Another issue is where tens of thousands of fans go in these arenas and are very close to each other, some even meeting and getting pictures or signatures from some of the players. Then there's also the staff for all the teams. There's also a good chance that the virus was exposed to a lot of people in the NBA arenas. Having no NBA can be really tough, but it's worth it for everyone to be healthy. Now, supposedly there is a rumor that the NBA wants to do a charity game with the biggest players, I'm sure, who have been tested negative with the virus, and that would be a fun game for sure to watch, being the first NBA content that we would have in forever. I really do wonder what the NBA is going to do, since it would be tough to have to cancel the season. But they could do a summer tournament where like every team goes in and it's a single elimination, possibly up to the finals. That would be very exciting to see, a bracket tournament, since we also lost March Madness. But another issue is the NBA draft. They might not be able to do the draft combine or keep it very limited. And also, a lot of the players that come in the draft are in college, and it's a good way to be able to see how they play in March Madness. And with no March Madness, more teams are going to have to go in on the draft and not really know who they should pick. A whole nother issue is the Olympics. Now, there is supposed to be a 12-man roster that gets sent to play for Team USA, but it is a possibility that the Olympics could be canceled as well. Thing is, a lot of money could be lost, and the season could be canceled, and the players could even lose money as well. It's an all-around very bad situation. As of right now, California, Illinois, and New York have been locked down, and those states have been hit pretty hard with the virus. And there are a lot of players who live in those states, so hopefully the situation starts to improve. It'll be very interesting to see what will happen. If the virus gets under control in the summer, then I could see what I've been talking about coming together. But if the virus sticks around, then I could possibly see the season being canceled. And I really hope it doesn't. Hopefully in September, October, things start to go back under control and we can have a great and healthy 2020-2021 NBA season. Thanks for watching, and if you could hit the like button and subscribe, that'd be very appreciated. And everyone, stay healthy out there. Thanks.